Welcome, everyone. I hope we're all I hope we're all having a pleasant evening. It's Thursday-ish. I guess Friday for some of us who are on the East Coast. But for me, it is not tomorrow yet because I have not slept. It is not going to be tomorrow until I close my eyes for at least 2.5 hours. I say 2.5 because the amount of sleep that I get varies fucking drastically on a regular basis. Ah, shit. There's something I need to do. So I'm gonna hit the BRB button, and I will be right back. Should have done this before, but there we go. Turn that off. Yeah, I need to get more water for my pink water cup. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some more work on these motherfuckers. And then I might look at doing some magnetizing on some of my unpainted ships, as I think some of them need to be magnetized at the moment. I know I'm gonna have to magnetize all of my Chaos escort class ships because I don't have enough flight stems. Like I don't have enough bases with stems to cover all of them. So, and I'm probably gonna have to magnetize a couple of these motherfuckers because the bottoms are fucked up on them. But that's neither a here nor there type situation at the moment. Um, what is a here or there situation at the moment is me working on this motherfucker. So, what we're gonna do is where's the old gold? I'm gonna use the old gold for this one because it's a darker gold compared to the one that I normally use, which is like a bright gold. Actually, what I need first, I'm gonna do grab this. I haven't used this a lot. I usually use the other gold that I have. So we're gonna put a couple of these motherfuckers in. You're just gonna get two normal round ones. Oop. Wait. Pooping out the end. Why you keep fucking pooping paint out, but regardless. There. And this way, it'll make sure it's nicely incorporated. Anybody who's confused about the buzzing sound, that is my Vortex mixer. Make sure that this is nice and incorporated. Especially because this is a metallic, which pretty much all miniature paint metallics are like mica based. Boy. So if they're not fully like mixed and incorporated, they tend to get kind of clumpy. More so than other paints. So, hand. I just want to give this a little bit extra loving. All right. We could do it in the fairway. All right. There we go. Alrighty. Well, let's fucking get to it. Mm. Mm-hmm. This way. Now the winged skull thingy, I'm gonna do that in the brighter gold, I think. Only make mistake, alright. Right. And then here. Look fucking phenomenal when I'm done. Yeah. Though purple and gold is always a good combination. Like it just it always works with those two colors. Oh, pardon me. Boy. Fucking put the paint where I want the paint, motherfucker. Oh, I'm selfish. Okay, and then on the bottom, what I'm gonna do is the main flat part is gonna be done in the gold, and then the like ribs on the bottom there, I'm gonna be doing in my gunmetal gray that I have because fucking reasons. To please, love was never meant for me. I think it's better if you keep away. So that being said, I'm also going to be doing the gun, like all of the guns for these ships in the gunmetal gray as well. So there will be at least a reasonable amount of the gunmetal on here. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't do the frigates, like the escorts, as plastic. I'm also surprised they didn't do the battleship class ships as plastic. 'Cause that one actually more so than the escorts, because the escorts are primarily like mono, like they're fairly static. There's not too much to them. Like you, especially with the imperial ones, like you're not adding any guns or really any bits. Um, Other than maybe gluing these parts on, and even that, I don't think that's the case. I think they come out of the mold like, nope. Hold on, could be wrong on that. Give me a second. No, no. Looks like, oh no, maybe. Like, and even still, like, there's not a lot to them. So, like, I can kind of understand in some ways these being metal, but like, this big motherfucker right here, the thing that could be used as a weapon, I am 100% surprised that they didn't do these out of plastic, because these would have made more sense to do out of plastic. Especially since they did the, like, other, like the fucking cruiser class, like the cruisers and heavy cruisers, most of them are plastic for both Imperial and Chaos fleets. Aren't you in a dream, tormented? Your hunt is gonna hunt you down. Actually, hold on. There's more I need to do on this one. I need to make sure. It's gonna bug me if I don't do this. One, that's good enough coverage. And two, these bits are done. Because otherwise, it's not gonna fucking look right. As from the past when your name is lost and the hunter comes for you. Okay. Didn't go that. There wasn't that much in overpaint. There's a little bit of overpaint, but it can be dealt with. Probably won't even be seen, to be 100% honest. Hunter waits for you. Making God, I'm just gonna hunt you down. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do it fucking right. That side. Uh, there. Yeah, on to the next one. Now that that's dealt with. This one will be easier because there's less. Probably make sure that this is, at least somewhat in frame. Okay, I just fucked that up, but that's fine. Wasn't that bad of a fuck up. I can fix it. Oh, like all your friends have turned to foes, you stay away. In your bones, I am the hope of broken souls. Have you ever felt alone like take a hold and don't let go? Damn it. Starting to do that thing where you need to clean off my fucking brush. Because acrylic paint likes to dry quickly. Ooh. Righty. Now the inside, actually, no. Coffee. First coffee. Hmm. Coffee. kind of want to find myself a Space Marine fleet for BFG. Or at least like a couple of Nuon Sprue Space Marine ships. Like one for each class would be perfect. Because then, for educational purposes, I could just build myself a fleet. For, as I said, educational purposes. Purely educational purposes. Yar har har. Though I think one of the things that. Yep, no worries. Do what you gotta do, monsieur. Right there. Ooh, that's what I should do. I should like make a master of a blast template or a couple of blast templates. Um and then uh and then make some molds out then make some like silicone molds. Because that's another thing that I'm gonna need to pick up. To have enough stuff to be able to play the game. Just move around. Okay. Thing the first. I'm gonna take you there. You guys are gonna come out. You guys are gonna come out. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Hero. Vito. Rockin' vagabonds like this. Vito. Chance of mount, that's me. Time for the hero. Okay. So these are fighters. I have 5 of them. 6, 7, 8. Pop these off this base, but those are fucking different ships. Yeah. One time for the hero. One from the lock. Vito. Okay. Really need to not get sidetracked. So you guys go in here. You guys go in there with that. And then off to the side for the time being. While I am going to need to deal with that, I have other shit that I'm working on at this exact moment. And I'm doing that thing that I do where I fucking get an idea in my head and I'm like, squirrel. Because there's a couple of molds that I'm gonna need to make. I'm gonna need to make one for the base. And then I'm gonna need to make one for the different attack craft. Then I'll just need to figure out something for torpedoes. Much more, it's not the first time I've done this before. You've been running through my mind since you crawled out of the floor. 1 second in my arms, I'll be running through yours. Though torpedoes, I think, would probably be pretty easy. Because really, all I need to do is just, like, make some round fucking bits. Which, honestly, I could use fucking Q-tip sticks for, really. I would just need to shape them. Fuck, if I had smaller round plastic card tube, I would use that. I would go through hell for you. 7 circles, 12 citadels, and melted through. I would go through hell for you. Oh, and I'll tell you my car and my upper crown, you're resting in my arms. I'll rip and tear my way to your heart. Ooh. I could do those as like silver. Those being the winged skulls. Because that would contrast pretty nicely with the gold and the purple. And like it would be different enough that I could make it work. But we will figure that out, or rather, I will figure out that out once I get it that far. I decide. There, much better. Yeah. Being an asshole? No, you're not being an asshole. Good. Works. Okay. And now let's get the side of this bit painted with the gold. And then that way, I can move on to the next one. Well, I can move on to the next bit of this and then move on to the next one because I still have three more of these to go after this one. Let's get this guy here. On that side. Hey there, Ginger. How's things? Ah, go. Yeah, it should be fine. Go. I'm gonna go like that. I'll do the sides of that front support or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. Decoration. Not really like a support. It's not like it's supporting anything. It's just kind of there. I mean, I guess it would add a little support if you're gonna like ram another ship, but I don't know. If you're ramming another ship in while flying a frigate, things have gone horribly, horribly, horribly wrong for you. Or you're an orc and you commandeered an imperial vessel. I say this because like the majority of the orc escort class vessels that I used to see on the tabletop the few times I've played against orcs have always been like ramming type ships. They full send into you trying to do the most amount of damage that they can. But I mean, that's just kind of how orcs roll, so. Oh, Alrighty. Go. Got that. All the outsides of the damn perfect. Well, I'm not gonna say perfect because not fucking perfect, but it works. Man, I miss GTA 1. Like, I never, in GTA 1, I never bothered with the missions. I always just stole cars and ran people over and tried to avoid the cops. It was actually one of the things that I really enjoyed about that game for, like, uh, when hanging out with friends, hanging out and just, like, partying with friends. Fucking more than once, we would sit down around a fucking PlayStation, pop in essentially like one of the older fucking GTA's, and you go until you're wasted, and then you pass the controller. Just essentially cause havoc on your way and try to avoid the cops. And it's Dwarf Fortress music time. Go. Now it's the edges. Time for a little bit of edging. No, it looks fine. And yeah, I'm leaning more and more towards doing the winged skulls as silver. If I do them in the brighter gold, it'll just be a little too samey. Fucking love paint handles. Being able to maneuver the miniature around this much makes my life so much easier. Coffee is love, coffee is life. Wow. I was giving you some lovin's because you're sitting right there. And you're just too much of an adorable kitty for me not to give you lovin's. So I probably shouldn't do that while I'm painting. That's how you get cat hair on your molds. And in your paints. Fuck, when I put my mind to it, I can actually get through some of this shit really quickly. Pretty. Hmm. Uh, and D9. See, that's what unauthorized bots get in this channel. Their messages get denied, and they get fucking booted. Kind of want. I just had an idea, but I'm not gonna do it. Small part of me wants to take some of the cyan that I have and like dry brush it over the Payne's Gray. But I don't know if that would look good, and I don't want to have to repaint. Like it's one of those situations where I honestly don't necessarily think it would look good, but at the same time, I don't know. So it's like kind of like those intrusive thoughts that pop into your head when you're standing on a balcony, 5 stories up. Wait, nobody else gets those? Neither do I. And yeah. Holy shit. It's the last one that I need to put this gold on. Fancy fucking that. Damn you, metallic paint. Stop fucking drying on my brush. It's actually one of the reasons why I generally use synthetics when I'm doing metallics rather than my natural hairbrushes, is because, like, acrylic paint does a number on natural hairbrushes as it is. And, like, again, as I mentioned earlier, most hobby metallics use like mica dust to get that like metallic look, which in and of itself is fine. Like I have no issue with that. It's just it makes it even harder on the brushes potentially. So rather than fuck up my brushes, like my good brushes, I use a decent synthetic brush. And I don't have to worry about it. Though I am going to throw this out there. Ooh. Is that anything like fantasy football? Are you gambling? Betting on the F1 races? That's fair. Ready? Now, bottom. Thankfully, the bottom isn't seen as much. Especially on these guys, so I don't have to worry about it. Really. There we go. And it's better. Now it's just the edging. And then I get to take a sip of coffee. Ooh. I should do one. I should do a set of like 3 of these at some point that the bow of the ship here is all pink. probably with like silver metal. Or the super dark metallic that I'd mixed up. That would actually go really, really well, and like it would be nice and contrasty. You, because you were the first one. At least I think you were the first one. I'm pretty sure that was the first one. Hmm. Oh yeah, that's the shit right there. Um. Do 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 do. Ooh, I just realized I don't need to leave myself in a Discord fucking voice channel anymore. Because I set up a plugin in my OBS to do the whole like animated PNG bullshit. Um, you can go chill out over there. You are the one that I need. Over in there. That's fine. Don't necessarily need a lot. What I do need to do is I need to drop my balls into the paint bottle. Um, it's because I'm generally just too lazy to remove myself. But the reason that I'm in there, at least during streams, is because that's how I got the like my PNG to work. Without using a specific plugin for OBS. Because I was using a web source from Fujitech that basically you log into your Discord. You basically, yeah, you log into your Discord and you set it up through them. And it sets it up so that you can have like an animated icon and stuff like that. Otherwise, it'll just use your whatever you have for your Discord icon. There we go. That there, pull that there. You can go there, and then we'll grab this one. So yeah, to answer your question, it's the combination of laziness and how I had shit set up. I think you're the only one in the Discord that has access to that specific voice channel anyway, so it's not like I really have to worry about anybody jumping in and listening in. But yeah, I generally try not to linger in like the more public voice channels because then, anybody can jump in. Mm, nope. So I have all of the yeah. Definitely going with the silver was the better option for that, in my opinion. Now it is time. Yeah, this one. Yeah, because that's the other one that I made. You know, I should look through some of my transfers and see if I can find some that like are small enough that I could utilize for some of my ships. Ooh, that's what I should do if I ever get back playing again. So, because most of my ships are going to be magnetized to their flight stands, I'm not going to really worry about putting the directional markings like I was kind of originally considering doing. Um, but what I can do is essentially use the bases for kill markings. So, like, anytime one of my ships for either fleet gets a kill, I just like kind of tally it down with the name of the ship, and then you know, well, can't really do that either if I'm going to be fucking magnetizing them. Then that kind of defeats the purpose, or well, one of the purposes of me magnetizing them. Man, this fucking paint handle has been it's gone through some shit. Okay. That needs more mixing. Yeah. Okay. Mm. Aside. You, my little fuzzy friend, are a cat. Guns are gunmetal. Oh, got that one on the top. One. Oh, yeah, no worries. Ooh. And another benefit to me grabbing the plugin is I don't need to switch my like what mic I'm using for Discord up. Really, because of the fact that like I now know don't need to worry about that. That should be fine. Those are the ones that are base or that are nearly done. Actually, you know what? Before I start on this, I think I'm gonna call it here for the night. I have 4 more ships to do, and then basically it's just the extra bits, and I'm gonna need to do some work on the bases and like at the very least paint the bases and stems black. Pardon me. But what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna hit a button. Then I'm gonna go over to the couch and we're gonna get all nice and cozy and we're gonna see who we can throw a raid out to. So I will be right over there. Okay. That. There. And post some stuff on the Chromebook. Yeah, that's exactly as I thought. Alrighty. So let us